Malacca started off as a fishing village back in the 14th century. Later on, around the 15th century, because of Chang Feng, Malacca turned into an influential international port. Malacca was colonized by the Portuguese, Dutch, British, and Japanese. During the colonial era, the Portuguese colonized Malacca in 1511. Around that time, a lot of changes were made to Malacca. The influence of the Portuguese can be seen all around Malacca, for example, in Dutch Square. From 1824 to 1945, Malacca was under the British rule, where later on they will be defeated by the Japanese during World War II, before claiming back Malacca until Malaysia gained independence. Now, Malacca can be seen as a UNESCO World Heritage Site with many historical sites such as churches and forts, for example, the Christ Church and St. Paul Fort.
The state of Malacca covers an area of 1,664 km square. It sits upon the southwestern coast of the Malay Peninsula, opposite Sumatra, with the state of Negara Sembilan to the north and west and Johor to the east. Malacca is situated roughly two-thirds of the way down the west coast, 148 km south of Kuala Lumpur, and commands a central position on the streets of Malacca. With the exception of its small hills, Malacca is generally a lowland area with average elevation below 50 meters above the sea level.
Each group and state upholds their tradition and is reflected in their food, religious customs, festivals, culture, design, application, jewelry, and handicrafts. Among the unique Malacca culture is Dongdang Sayang, which is recognized by UNESCO. As Malaysia is a multilinguistic country, Malacca has multiple languages. Malaysian is the official language and is used in the government and public sectors. English is widely used in the business and tourism sectors and also casually. Different dialects of Tamil, Malay, and Chinese are also used. Gangsterism and drug addiction.
Yeah, good morning.
What are the struggles youth face in Malaysia?
In Malaysia, the most important thing is the youth face is the gangsterism. Because the young people all have been influenced by the gangsters, and they have been involving in gangsterism, like numbers 36, 08, 04 kind of things. And drug addicted also, they are struggling in drugs because so many drugs have been selling, and they've been being addicted by that struggles. And one more thing is, let's say,
a solution to the problem of gangsterism and drug addiction is that the government is educating students in Malaysian schools more on gangsterism and drug addiction.
Problem faced in Malacca is education inequality. Students from low-income families are often confronted with educational disadvantages. How much their parents earn per month has a direct correlation to their academic achievement. The study to see the correlations between socio-economic background and the students' performance has been done. And the results show that students from poor-income families demonstrate poorer academic performance compared to students from low-income families and medium-income families. Schools with more low-income students also tend to fall in the categories of Band 6 and Band 7 schools. A solution to this is the Cato movement. The Cato movement is an independent and voluntary student-led charity movement registered in Malaysia as Kilab Bilia Kelsam under Registration of Youths, which specializes in tackling education inequality in Malaysia. The Calcium Movement focuses on developing Malaysia's future leaders by empowering the university students to share their knowledge and skills to help younger